Tagpila sang kilo ani baligyan nyo dudong?
15.
15 pesos per kilo for this one. They are selling to the handicraft makers in Cebu. So some of the shell pickers from that end is slowly easing up forward here. So the women are making this as a part-time job. You can see they're carrying their youngs with them just to pick up shell. And like this last was telling me, they can get 3 kilos or 3.5 because it's 50 pesos. A day on this one before the the waves start coming in. What you're looking at here is the locals here in Mansilang picking up shells in between the rocks of this low tide from the shore. So you can see here that there's a big vast expanse of the low tide, and in this area they are actually searching through the shore to see what they can fish for their own food or selling. Unsa day gikuha mo gang? Unsa day na siya ga?
Nasa.
Unsa ngan?
Nasa.
Nasa. So this shell is called nasa. Gagmay agad no? It's very small. Makaon din na siya dong?
Baligya mo.
Para asa dong?
Para Cebu.
Unsa din sa para kuan sa handicraft? So they're not actually eating as such. Pero ibaligyan ninyo wala na unod.
Wala ba?
Ay inyo ra nang di ninyo lutoon dega. Inyo lang ibuwad unsa man. Nabaho naman kaayo gang.
Talang sa buat niyo.
So these are actually used for handicrafts. Those people in Cebu, he said, they are buying this tiny. Tanawa ko na ta usa. Like this. Look. You know, the one that they decorate in handicraft pieces, and what they do is they dry this up, clean up and dry it up. Sometimes if they can pick up the shell inside to prevent it from smelling, they will. But these are the sort of thing that they stick on the handicrafts that sold for export before and other stuff. But the locals are still buying those handicrafts. So that's the one that they're picking up. Tagpila sang kilo ani baligyan nyo dudong?
15.
15 pesos per kilo for this one. They are selling to the handicraft makers in Cebu. These are unsa ka to local name ani dong? Litab unsa to?
Pick up.
Aka ni ba kani?
Oh, nasa.
Lasa.
Nasa.
Lasa shells. So they are picking through, there's a few of them here, to the perfect shape of that lasa shell, which is very tiny shells decorated for handicrafts. 15 pesos per kilo. And there's also women there doing the same, and you can see a lot of them doing the same further there. So you can see the expanse of the seawall that's being built by the government for the people here in Mansilang to prevent the waves from going through and flood the houses. Kada adlaw yung mamanguha ni Dong. They only pick up when there's a very big low tide like this, when it reach almost on the middle, and that's their shore, that they can get those perfect tiny lasa shell. Ay, ako na imong kamot nga. Those are the shells. Saan nyo pagpa... Mural mong parihatanan? Inani? Wala yun mo ko ah. There you can see it. They're sticking on the rocks. Pagpila sa inyong mahalin sa kadlaw?
Sa pinta.
50 pesos? So that 3 to 4 kilos that they can get these lasa shells, and then there's a handicraft buyer that sells the handicraft there. I'll take it all to Cebu. You can actually see the shells here sticking. That one. So these are the young lads that's picking up the shell. Daghan dog oh. There's loads here in this area. Karagay. I said there's loads here. These are tiny ones. Dalaga oh. So the children is doing this every day if there's a low tide as big as this. Wala day diri dong. Kani ba? Imuluyo. Di mao? Nga naman. Lain siya purma. So they said this is not the right shape. It has to be a pointed one. So like you can see, it's like rounded. It has to be a pointed one. So I think they know what they're doing. So I'll just stop pointing it to them.